Once the Feel the Love campaign ended, with the end of the broadcast season in spring of 2002, the silver UPN logo continued to be used, though with the notable disappearance of the 57. The station only identified itself as UPN with WPSG Philadelphia in small print to satisfy the FCC. This wasn't a coincidence. UPN wanted itself front and center, with no local branding. It had varying levels of success with different affiliates, but WPSG, as I will now be calling it, went all in. But the real change didn't show up until early August. That's when promos for the upcoming season began to roll in, and with them, a completely new logo. The circle, triangle, square logo, used for 7 years, was replaced by a simpler circle UPN design, and with it came a new branding campaign, complete with a new slogan: Turn it up. Mind you, this branding only appeared in promos for the upcoming season. The package really went live on September 1st and lasted through summer of 2003. You're watching old TV. Of course. So why am I devoting an entire video to only a year after lumping 7 whole years together in part 1? Because this was the most elaborate marketing campaign UPN has ever done.
You're watching UPN. Turn it up.
But here's where things get messy. There wasn't just one campaign, there were two. Sort of. Notice the difference? The tune is completely different, and the background color is blue instead of orange. That's why I'll be referring to them as the blue package and the orange package. It's not official. In fact, as you'll see, each package used a variety of background colors. It's just a convenient way to track two coexisting styles. While the orange campaign was the main one used for network programming, its musical theme was limited to a short phrase, just 7 distinctive notes to which Turn It Up UPN could be and sometimes was sung. The blue campaign took a different approach. It spotlighted the full primetime lineup and came with a more elaborate musical track to match.
UPN, y'all.
Tell me you want me.
I've been seeing things.
Gotcha.
Hello.
This is a new SmackDown!
The network only used this package on Fridays, but I'll get to that later. For the most part, this package was meant for local affiliates, to advertise non-network programming, and WPSG was one of them.
When bad cooks
Another dinner get away from you, dear?
get worse,
Is there anything else to eat?
you'll need an iron stomach.
This isn't food. This is what food eats.
But the laughs go down easy.
Don't look at me. Mrs. Paul killed these.
You hungry?
No, I'm good. Deborah made lunch. Reserve a spot at the table with That 70s Show. And everybody loves Raymond. Weeknights starting at 6 on UPN.
A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal.
While local affiliates always used the same theme, the network developed 5 distinct packages, one for each night of the week. Each night was color-coded and had its own music, mostly using a variation on the orange theme. Each nightly package was used during the primetime block, when advertising the block, and in promos for shows running during the block. Special versions of the network identifications were even produced for most of them, though the one I played above was the default. Monday's comedy block was lime green. With a new show, Half and Half.
Monday, old habits.
Just do it.
There's no harm in having one cigarette, right?
Die hard.
Oh, that is good. You gotta be strong. Look, if Snoop can give up the chronic, you can do this.
An all new half and half. Monday after Girlfriends on UPN.
Tuesday, anchored by Buffy, was Red. With a new show, America's Next Top Model.
UPN tomorrow. 10 women go head-to-head for the ultimate prize, a modeling contract with Revlon. Meet Giselle.
I hate to be bothered, seriously, when people are like, you need to do this or you need to wear this. I'm like, will you leave me alone?
Nicole.
I don't get asked out by guys. I've always been really tall and skinny and made fun of my whole life.
Adrian.
I always get what I want, and this is what I want to do.
Who will be America's next top model? The transformation begins tomorrow after Buffy on UPN.
Wednesday night was still the home of Enterprise, and also introduced a companion show.
This fall, UPN reopens the door to the Twilight Zone. It's not just another mystery. It's not just another drama.
What you're about to see is possible, but not here.
It's a whole new dimension for a new generation.
You're in my mind.
You will love me.
Forrest Whitaker hosts
The Twilight Zone.
Wednesdays this fall after Enterprise on UPN. Check your reality at the door.
Wednesday's color was yellow-orange.
Tonight, it's Out of This World Wednesday with Enterprise and the Twilight Zone.
Wednesday also had a variant on the default ID.
You're watching UPN, of course.
Thursday night was light blue and dominated by the WWE SmackDown. Friday was dark blue. It was also the most elaborate, and it used the blue campaign.
Friday night was made for movies.
UPN, y'all.
And every Friday, UPN's got them.
You're late.
Drop it. Turn up the action. Turn up the laughs. I'm ready to go in, Coach. And turn up the romance. UPN is the place to be for blockbuster hits and broadcast premieres.
Trust me.
Turn it up each Friday night at 8/7 Central on the UPN Movie Friday.
WPSG did its own color coding, though the music stayed the same. Phillies games were red, of course. Everybody Loves Raymond was light blue. That 70s Show was yellow, and Judge Mathis was orange. Despite losing its identity, WPSG continued to run local content. As mentioned in Part 1, WPSG was, and still is, a sister station of CBS 3, now branded CBS Philadelphia. This allowed it to air weather updates. This continued into the Turn It Up era. While the graphics were redone, the voiceover still says UPN 57.
Stay tuned for the UPN 57 Eyewitness News weather update.
The station also introduced local news. This was a big deal. The station never ran news before in any incarnation. It even wore its lack of news as a badge of honor, as seen in this ad from 1996.
Are you tired of the same old newscasts night after night? Read about the news tomorrow.
Watch The Jerry Springer Show, weeknights at 10, right here on UPN 57.
But in September of 2002, in collaboration with CBS 3's radio counterpart, KYW News Radio, a morning newscast was introduced.
Watch KYW News Radio this morning, weekdays from 5 to 8 a.m. on UPN.
The newscast was essentially a video version of KYW's radio format, with live traffic and weather updates. In June 2003, WPSG became UPN 57 once again, after over a year of simply being UPN.
You're watching UPN 57 Philadelphia. Turn it up.
This was the first full-fledged local station ID UPN 57 produced in about 5 years. Notice that even at this late point, the ID used music from the Blue package. September 2003 was a time of confusion. UPN 57 was consistently mentioned in voiceovers and began appearing on screen as well, but only sometimes. Similarly, Turn It Up was phased out, except when it wasn't.
Tonight at 6 on UPN 57. Get the latest news on your Philadelphia Eagles. Watch Inside the Eagles with Andy Reid. Tonight at 6 on UPN 57. Tonight at 7 on UPN 57. Jim Thome and the Phillies battle Mike Piazza and the Mets. Live from the vet. Catch all the action of Phillies baseball. Tonight at 7 on UPN 57. Turn it up.
So why do the Eagles get the 57, but the Phillies get the Turn It Up? Your guess is as good as mine. But the transition to the next network campaign was already underway. Next time, we'll cover that campaign, along with the rest of UPN's 57's life, and its attempt to reinvent itself as a local Philadelphia station. Until next time, thank you for watching. This is Old TV.